Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about Shaman King on 2021 on episode 29 and episode 30. Now, be complicated and confused of why I had episode 29 and episode 30 very late today. Let's just say I couldn't find the subbed episode of episode 29 or so, and it was very difficult, honestly. Like, there's no company, not even Crunchyroll or Funimation or something is licensing it, and Netflix is the only one, which honestly, I'm gonna say the truth right now, they suck at doing their freaking shows, anime shows anyway. Just speaking the truth from my own point of view. But that aside, being off topic, let's just get this started. Let's start with episode 29, We have to it that, these girls are pretty much trying to go after these kids whatsoever, And we get to know a little backstory about the brother and sister. The sister in the red clothing while the other brother is in the blue clothing. We get to know that those two kids actually had a simple life back then. But apparently the younger sister could not wait any longer for her father and tries to find her. Eventually, something happened to the father and she did find him, and her emotions just vanished. In other words, must have died out, or maybe the shock really destroyed her, we don't know. But we also get to know that they were left with a powerful device called a golem, which apparently is called Emeth, these antagonist girls whatsoever in episode 29 that works for Hal or serves under Hal, they easily dispatch Tamao and Ren's older sister, no problem. Well, in terms of defeating them, yes, and they were about to kill them, but Mickey, which is Yo's father, shows up and stops them. He does a couple things about speeches here and there, which I don't really care much about. All I can really tell you is simple words without a lot of freaking stupid detail, is that he stopped them. And that he warned everybody, especially the girls who were trying to go after the two kids, that if those kids activated that golem they had, the Emeth, I can guarantee you everybody would be dead. That's how strong it is. And that's the reason why Mickey decides to stay close to them, because they're naive and innocent and good people. But that's more of a reason why that makes them dangerous, Because, when it comes to kids, they tend to be very innocent, pure, and good, There's no denying of that. But, depending on the situation, they could turn out to be very, turn out to be very ugly depending what power they possess. And, like I said, Mickey warned them that if you made those kids activate that war golem Emeth, everything would have gone to hell, etc. That much I'm going to tell you, and etc. So, pretty much that's how strong those kids are with the golem of war Emeth, that looks like a bird or whatsoever, that if they activated that, everyone would have been dead, that kind of thing. And that's about it for episode 29. Now, when it comes to episode 30, we get to know the repercussions about what happened to Yo himself, He decides to drop out of the shaman fight and decides, okay, I drop out of the shaman fight, you take care of Ren. That much I could ask you, right? And we have to it that the Iron Maiden's like, yeah, I have no problem. Now, get out of my sight, okay? I have nothing to say to someone like you. I'm thinking in my mind, oh, shut up, lady. You think you're always right, I don't give a about her anyway. Iron Maiden, John, whatever her name is, why should I even care? I mean, whatever the case may be, her subordinate was really upset to see Asakura Yo just give up that easily. He says, this has to be a trick. What the hell are you doing? And we had to it, Ryunosuke says, hey, don't underestimate him, right? Okay? So, you will do us the favor and save Ren, right? Because if you don't, I will promise you I will kill you. Well, in terms of kill, I don't know about that, but Ryunosuke threatened him that if you guys don't save him, I will beat the living hell out of you. So you best be prepared for that. And as for Faust, he ends up saying, you may know the idea of loss of sorrow, but you don't know love at all. That much I can tell you. Even Manta agrees with Faust and says, if Yo turned his back on Ren, I would not be able to respect him or be his friend anymore. But seeing that he's willing to give up his shaman fight or Shaman King journey just to save a friend, that's why I respect him and that's why I like him very much, that kind of thing. So, pretty much, Yo made his decision and leaves his oracle bell behind. Anna showed up too late and decides to bury it with some rocks as a signal saying, well, the journey's over. But, ever since that day, you've always been like this, that kind of thing, etc., And we had to it that, we get to see the rest of the episode in episode 30, a flashback, you know? We get to see that Yo is only 10 years old, you know, and he's about to get a fiance, which is Anna, which apparently Yo decides to accompany this twin-tailed cat-like ghost whatsoever and says, come on, let's go see your fiance, you know? They end up talking for a bit here and there, and Yo ends up having to talk to this 1,000-year-old spirit whatsoever, because, you know, I don't know what the case is, but all I know is he lived for a long time, and the last time he saw a friend of his was like 50 years ago, you know? But apparently she's not the same because she lost her sight and everything else because of war. And, you know, war is really devastating and ugly. We all know that. You all been to school, right? Y'all even read about history about war, how disgusting and devastating it is, and it's never justified, no matter what you're fighting for, blah, blah, blah. But whatever the case is, the guy ends up telling Yo to, like, go meet up with this girl whatsoever. And, you know, the first time that Anna and Yo met, she ends up insulting him, saying, move out of the way, you're in the traffic jam, die. And then, you know, I don't know. I guess Yo might have fell in love with her first sight whatsoever when he first saw her, but she has a nasty, poison mouth whatsoever. That much I won't deny that either. Come on, man. I mean, y'all have to agree with that. We always knew Anna had like a tomboy personality, delinquent kind of behavior, but whatever. Eventually, Yo decides to walk around the city and gets attacked by a demon. The twin-tailed cat shows up and defeats the demon no problem with an oversoul attack. That's when Yo was pretty much still new to these shaman abilities or powers whatsoever. You know, you guys get the idea of Q. Whatever the case may be, as the episode continues on, blah, 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 whatever, and yeah, that's about it. Anyways, looking forward to, like, next episode, you know? I mean, like, it looks like to me we're going into Yo's past whatsoever, but whatever the case may be, it is what it is. Episode 29, I don't need to talk about that much. It's just the fight with those 3 chicks following Hao, trying to take the kids' souls whatsoever, and then they easily defeats Tamao, the pink-haired chick, and then like Rin's older sister, and they were about to like kill them off, but Mickey shows up and tells them knock it off, and that he also warns them about the golem, that if those kids activate the golem Emeth, I could promise you this, we'll all be dead. That's how powerful it is, you know? They're kids who are innocent and good and naive, and that's what makes them dangerous. And like I said and repeating myself, kids tend to be very good and innocent. That's the truth. But when the time comes to shove, they could be depending what power they have and depending on how they are, etc. And when things comes to shove, they can be very dangerous, which is why Mickey stands close to them or becomes the guardian, I guess. Whatever the case is. And so until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.